What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So I recently took a trip to Charleston, South Carolina to go to the Food and Wine Festival there. One of the things that they are known for in the Low Country is shrimp. So we had a shrimp roll, we had peel and eat shrimp, we had shrimp several different ways. The Obstinate Daughter is one of the places that we had shrimp at. I wanted to do a version of a shrimp roll in honor of our trip and because we loved the Obstinate Daughter so much. At another place that we went to in Charleston called Leon's Oyster Shop, we had fried chicken and oysters and they had a whole champagne menu. So I kind of felt fancy. I wanted to have some, I mean, this is Prosecco, so not actual champagne, but I wanted to have some sparkling wine. The story behind the size here, size matters, is that I was going to make some individual sized shrimp rolls, but I could not for the life of me find a decently sized split top bun. I mean, they were all like this big. It was really kind of sad looking. So I went online, I looked at bakeries, like nobody had larger split top buns. And I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just make a giant one? And I love challah bread. I just cut off the sides here so that I could have that signature buttery, crispy side. I just kind of scooped out some of the center because it was going to be too much bread. So I think it actually turned out pretty well. I think it looks really good. Jury's out on how easy this is gonna be to eat. And imagine I might not get a shrimp in my first couple of bites. Either way, I think whether you have a big appetite and you could eat this all by yourself, or you have a family, I think this is a fun way to serve it. You know, even if it's just two of you, you can make one of these, split it down the center. Hadn't done any giant food in a while. We had to do something. Had to do something about it. Very excited. Let's go ahead and start eating. No idea here. No idea. All right, guys. I'm gonna try to eat it this way because I feel like you can see it a little bit better. Can you see me back here? Can you see me? All right, let's go for it. You really need to support it on the front end. I just got bread that time. The shrimp salad is so good. So simple. I did a few different herbs in there. Almost forgot the parsley. But it is parsley, tarragon, dill, chives, and then we've got some green onion on top. And then it's just lemon juice, lemon, honestly, brain farting. Zest, lemon zest, and kewpie mayo, which is like the best mayo. It's Japanese mayonnaise. It's not a health product. Mayo shouldn't be, honestly. And then we got salt and pepper in here. Oh, and Old Bay. We added Old Bay. Guys, amazing. And how easy was it to cook the shrimp? It's everywhere. I almost want to shove more shrimp in there, but it feels ridiculous to do that. I almost forgot. Celery, a really important ingredient There's some diced celery in here too. Gives really great crunch. It's just classic, that celery flavor. Lobster salad, shrimp salad, tuna salad. It's good in all of them. Ooh. I just want to see if I can bite it this way. It kind of works. It's all up in things. You know what I'm talking about. Obviously, you can put this in smaller buns if you want. And you can dice up the shrimp too. I got smaller shrimp, so I felt like they would be good whole. You could use rock shrimp, like really small shrimp. Or again, you can just chop them up. All right, coming back in. It's starting to fall apart. You know what? I'm gonna just tear this off and eat some of it by itself. It is really stuffed. It turned into a little shrimp toast. I love eating with my hands, by the way. I know there's some cultures that eat with their hands all the time. And in America, if you eat with your hands, it's like rude. Like, who made these rules? Having that lemon zest is key. I added the juice of half a lemon, but you don't want to add too much liquid because then you'll like water the whole shrimp salad down. You also want to make sure your shrimp are really dry before you add anything to it. If you've, just taken them out of the ice bath and then you start mixing it with mayo and everything, that's also watering it down. So that's why I put it on a towel. Make sure it's a clean towel, pat them off, and then start adding everything to it. So adding the zest gives you that really awesome lemon flavor, but none of the liquid. So you get like that extra jolt of lemon, which is so good with shrimp, obviously. And then you get the acid from the lemon juice, which really helps like brighten up and loosen up the mayo situation a little bit. Oh, excuse me, it's the champagne. Well, the bottom was starting to fall out. I kind of knew this was going to happen. I went a little deep when I cut out the center. The challah has a pretty sturdy base, but this is shrimp salad and it does have like a dressing on it. So the longer it sits in here, the longer it's gonna soak in and more likely for this to happen. So if you're gonna do this, don't go as deep. That's what she said. And you should be fine for at least a little longer anyways. So real quick, I just want to tell you guys a few things about the Charleston Food and Wine Festival. We were there for 5 days, which was nice. It was a nice length of time because we were able to go to regular things and food festival things. We went to this event called Barista Blends, which was this coffee cocktail event. Highly recommend if you love coffee. It was so good, educational, which I love. We also did an event called Pinot Envy, which was outside on the water, beautiful day. So I guess weather permitting, it's like really good with if the weather is good. They had a guy playing violin to a track, which was also awesome. And of course they had like different types of Pinot. So Pinot Grigio, Pinot Gris, Pinot Noir. And then they had food there too. It was so fun. Some of the food, it was hit or miss, but it was like just the vibe of being there that we absolutely loved. We only had, actually no, my mom and I went to a 4th event, but the main event, if you guys have been to like a big food festival before, you know that they have like a grand tasting like in Miami, or they call this a culinary village. So we did that on Saturday. In the Miami one, you know, you're used to getting like tons of food, like so much food and so much alcohol too, but like a lot of food. This was like, there wasn't a whole lot of food and a lot of drinks. Great about the drinks and everything, but the lines for the bathroom were super long. Not for me because I had like a little VIP pass, but all the food lines, they were so long. Some people were running out of food because everyone needed food and there were hardly any stands to go to. Let's say probably half of the food there that we did get to eat was all right. I liked the food at the other events though. So I don't know, I probably wouldn't do the culinary village again. Definitely would do the first 2 again. And then the last day that we were there, my mom and I went to the finale, which was really, really cool. It was in a parking lot, much smaller event, much better ratio of food to drink. They had somebody making, who was it? I think it was Grey Goose, doing espresso martinis. The line, they had 3 different martinis and like a line for each one. And the espresso martini one was just like really long. Duh. I'm gonna try to have a few more bites of this and then I'm calling it, by the way. It is falling apart. So I don't know if we're gonna be able to eat it quite like this, but we're gonna see. We're gonna see. A for effort. So yeah, that last event was awesome. Plenty of food. That was the best food that we had at any of the events. Aside from that, they had so many other events. If you ever want to go to the Charleston Food and Wine Festival, as soon as the tickets go on sale, you need to be ready to go. You have to know which events you want to go to, ready to press buy, because everything was gone like a week later. All of these smaller events were gone. So all of the signature dinners, we wanted to do a pasta making class, it was gone. So love Charleston. It's such a beautiful, charming, clean city. Really nice time of year to go. It was like low 70s. I just can't say enough good things about Charleston. We felt safe the whole time. Highly recommend. I do recommend the food festival, just not that main event. Yeah. It is everywhere. You know, we should be allowed to make a mess. I don't think it's disrespectful. Respect comes from the inside, in my opinion. I don't know why I need it to look pretty now. We're done. Yet here I am. You gonna stay up for me? That's what she said. That was a good one. I'm gonna wash my hands. I like to shake my hair out too. In my pants. Like wipe it all off into the garbage. That was a messy one. You know, I just want a little bit more. I'm just gonna do my little toast situation. You could sub out the shrimp for lobster, easy peasy, like exact same recipe. You notice I wasn't really measuring when I put stuff in, but this is all like about the method, right? I think cooking the shrimp is the thing you have to really pay the most attention to. Cooking it very briefly in the lemon water if you're using this sized shrimp, putting it in an ice bath to stop the cooking process, making sure the shrimp are dry, and then everything you add in, just remember, you can always add, you can't subtract. So start with a little of things and add more according to your taste. Everyone's got different taste. I might like things saltier than you, or you might not like tarragon, whatever it is. Pick some tender herbs that you like to put in. A little bit of citrus really does help brighten it up. Just a little bit at a time. If you can get the split top hot dog buns, if you're just doing like little ones, if you are going to use little ones, I think if you're not going to chop up the shrimp, using rock shrimp just makes it super easy. Just the teeny tiny shrimp. So good. So good. I had attempted the shrimp salad one other time It came out too watery because I added too much lemon juice. So we're laying that, obviously. This time it wouldn't change a thing, really. I mean, maybe I'll make a smaller one next time. It'll be easier to eat. This was just fun though. You know, I really have been taking myself way too seriously lately and been worrying about, I know you're gonna think this is ridiculous, but worrying about like getting older and just feeling like, oh my gosh, like I'm not in my 20s anymore. I'm not a teenager anymore. I'm never gonna get that back. And I know there's so many things to look forward to in life, but I feel like I'm having like a third life crisis or something. I don't even know where I was going with that. Anyways, taking myself too seriously. I just need to stop. It's not worth it. You never know. You never know when it could be all over for you. You don't want to spend your time being sad, stressed out all the time. I mean, there's healthy levels of all those things, but I have just been putting a lot of pressure on myself lately, and there's nothing like a giant phallic food to really put a smile on my face. It's just, that's what she said. That's what I said. Thank you guys so much for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this giant shrimp roll. I know it's not a recipe, but I will include everything that I added so you can recreate however you like in the description of the video. Comment below any other giant foods you want to see me make. I'm afraid to see the responses. I really am. And I was on the way to say thank you so much. I love you guys so much. I really, really do. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to spend with me. It means more than you know. And yeah, that's it for me, guys. I hope y'all enjoy this one if you decide to make it, and you so should, whether it's a big one or a small one. There's been too much that's what she says in this video. Alright guys, thanks again for watching, and I will see you guys